The way out of undesirable conditions. The way out of undesirable conditions, chains of want, webs of woe, begins not with a leap over walls, but with a step within, a quiet turn toward the light you already hold. Freedom isn't a place to find, it's a state to claim, a path carved by the mind, paved by the heart. Undesirable conditions, poverty's bite, strife's clamor, are not fate's decree, but reflections of what you've sown, shadows you've cast. To escape, you don't wrestle the world, you reshape yourself. A shift as simple as it is profound, a key turned in the lock of your own soul. The law of cause and effect, everything in life, from the smallest thought flickering in the dark to the movement of the stars tracing their ancient arcs, follows a law of cause and effect, a rhythm as steady as the tides. There is no chaos, no randomness, only order, only harmony, a dance of consequence woven through all things. This law governs all, even the mind, that wild and wondrous sea. Anger, jealousy, hatred, they ripple outward, bringing turmoil and struggle. Waves crashing against a brittle shore. Love, kindness, goodwill. They flow gently, bringing peace and prosperity. A stream nourishing the land, what you cultivate within, sharp or soft, dark or bright, is what manifests in the world around you. A harvest reaped from seeds you plant. Cause is yours. Effect is its echo. Choose with care, and the song changes. True change comes from within. Many seek change by trying to fix external conditions, polishing the surface, patching the cracks, chasing better jobs, richer coffers, quieter storms. But real transformation begins inside. A spark struck in the stillness, a root breaking stone. When we refine our thoughts, sifting out the bitter, keeping the sweet, when we cultivate patience, a calm that holds, humility, a bow to the greater, and wisdom, a light that sees, we align with the natural laws of the universe, a current that carries us home. And as we grow, taller, deeper, opportunities and prosperity begin to flow. Not forced, but invited. The world doesn't bend until you do. Change within, and the outside answers, a mirror turning clear. Breaking free from complaints. It is easy to complain, a tongue loosened by habit, to blame circumstances, a finger pointed outward. Poverty, a purse too light. Bad luck, a dice unfairly rolled. Difficult relationships, a knot too tight. But every complaint is another link in the chain that holds us back, a weight we forge ourselves. To escape undesirable conditions, we must first take responsibility for them, not as victims crushed by fate, but as creators shaping clay. Through self-discipline, a will tempered strong, through changing our mindset, a lens wiped clean, we break free, no matter the obstacles. Before us, mountains moved by steady hands, complaints bind, ownership frees. Step out of the echo, and the path opens wide. True prosperity, comes from virtue. Wealth and success are not measured by possessions, coins that clink, walls that rise. They are measured by the depth of our inner character, a richness that rust cannot touch. To pursue wealth without first cultivating virtue, chasing gold with a hollow heart, leads only to fleeting success, a shimmer that fades. But when we act from love, a warmth that spreads, kindness, a hand that lifts, and generosity, a well that pours, we attract lasting abundance, a tide that stays. Virtue isn't a means to an end, it's the end itself, a prosperity that fills the soul before it fills the hands. Build the man, and the world builds around him. True wealth flows from a heart made true. Reframing poverty. Poverty is often seen as a burden, a yoke to bear, a shadow to curse. But what if it were a teacher, a guide in rough robes, a lesson in disguise? What if hardship was an opportunity to cultivate patience, waiting with grace, courage, standing through storm, resilience, bending but unbroken, a forge where the spirit is shaped? True prosperity is not about what you have, pockets full or empty, but about who you become, a richness carved from the raw, even in difficulty, a lean table, a cold night, a rich inner world brings peace that no external condition can shake, a calm that holds steady. Poverty isn't a prison, it's a classroom. Learn its lessons, and freedom follows. Overcoming fear and adversity. Fear, doubt, complaints, they all stem from one thing: a self-centered mind, a gaze turned too far inward. When we focus only on our discomfort, our aches, our wants, we fail to see the bigger picture, a tapestry beyond the thread. But when we rise above, lifting eyes to the sky, when we accept life's challenges with grace, a bow, not a flinch, a deep and unshakable peace emerges, a root that grips through wind. We do not conquer circumstances. Storms pass, not felled. We conquer ourselves, a victory won in the quiet of the soul. Fear falls when the self steps aside. Peace rises when the heart widens. Transforming your outer world. In work, relationships, and finances, the same truth applies, a law as sure as gravity. First, transform within, a seed planted deep. Want a better home? Make your current space peaceful and beautiful, a haven carved from now. Struggling with work or co-workers, respond with kindness, a soft word, patience, a steady breath, wisdom, a clear eye. As your inner world shifts from clash to calm, your outer world will follow, a shadow tracing the light. Transformation isn't a fight outward, it's a flowering inward, a change that ripples, a tide that turns. Living with purpose. True success is not in wealth alone, a pile of gold, a fleeting gleam. It is in service, a life poured out, not for reward, not for thanks or tally, but because it is right, a call that hums in the bones. Even with little, a crust, a corner, you can be rich in spirit, a wellspring unbroken, a kind word, a spark in the dark, a generous heart, a hand that gives, a life of purpose, a path that shines. This is real prosperity, a wealth no thief can touch. Purpose isn't found, it's lived, a flame fed by doing, not dreaming. The true wealth of the soul. What is true power? Not money, a cold coin, not status, a hollow crown, but a soul filled with love, a warmth that holds, humility, a bow that lifts, patience, a calm that endures. When we replace greed with generosity, a giving that asks nothing, pride with humility, a strength that kneels, selfishness with kindness, a light that shares, we step into the flow of abundance, a river that runs deep, not by chasing wealth, oh, race without end, but by becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts it, a magnet of virtue. The soul's wealth is the world's true gold, a treasure forged within, a shine that lasts. Master chatta yourself, master life. No matter where you are, high or low, full or wanting, your transformation begins now, a seed breaking ground, not by fighting the world, a war without victory, but by mastering yourself, a peace one within. Cultivate peace, a stillness that holds. Embrace discipline, a will that bends but stands. Live with virtue, a heart that shines. And as you do, your external world will rise to meet the beauty within. A reflection turning clear, a life lifting high. That is the way out, a path not taken, but made. Freedom not found, but claimed.